A time machine's workflow is simple. Put something inside, close the door, then open the door and take it out. Moreover, the state of the item is different when it comes out than when it went in. Yes, that's exactly my workflow. So, we're taking a look at the non-existence of you and me. I'd read it like that. So, this is I actually do not have any idea what that is. But it looks fun. Let's dive in. Oh, the glowy eyes.
そうしてくれるのはもちろん嬉しいけど、ただ今の私は本当に私なの？私にはわからない。でもこうなることを期待していたかもしれない。ただの可能性として悪気があったわけではないの。ただ私だってこんなことは望んでいなかったの。でも私が何を言おうとこの物語を否定する選択だって私はもちろん受け入れられるわ。わかっちゃ。今から私の存在を消すわね。
So, I have no idea what just happened. The first encounter. Why is the chapter mark great? Or just a block? Yes? Can I click something? No? Alright. On that afternoon, Lilith appeared. I'm lying on the bed, lost in a blur of time. I don't know how long I've been asleep, and I can't even remember the last time I ate. The only thing left for me to do is to die here and wait for my body to decay. And then she showed up by the window. Sorry. Chair. She said nothing, just tilted her head and looked at you, like you were just another object in her room. Of course, you are the real master of the room. Yeah, that's the desk talking. You haven't spoken to anyone in a long time, so it takes you a moment to realize how to even start. So the mirror is narrating, I guess? Who am I? Did I just manage to speak, or is it that the choices in this game are meaningless? Wow, that's instantly getting meta. Let's go for the basic one, I guess. Silence. Even after silence comes more silence, but silence is always destined to be broken.
ちゃんと聞こえてたわ。あなたはこのゲームの主人公よ。今は部屋の中で美少女の攻略を企んでいるところね。
And what about you? Are you just a texter on the screen? Are you a figment of my imagination? Are you the beautiful maiden I've encountered? Are you just a texture on my screen?
本当に知りたい？選択肢に選ばされたのではなくて？
In the next moment, she vanished from your sight. Then she emerged again, this time closer than before. You realized what she did. It meant she had just stepped closer to you. Or did you walk towards her instead? Now the floor is talking as well. Oh, wild. Bedsheet. You know shit's getting down when the bedsheets start talking. A crimson glow in her eyes. They pierce through me, unblinking. This thought lingers in your mind, yet feels like it belongs to someone else. Wait, what are these chaotic noises? Are you asking us? We are the furniture in your chamber. You've spent a long time talking to us, so we've become very familiar with everything about you, dear friend. In short, you can think of us as your senses, honored one. Come on, you're just objects. Do objects really deserve to be called senses? Ah, my most loyal subjects. It has been far too long, hasn't it? Yes, that's the one I'm going for. It has been a long time, Your Majesty. You remain as dignified and full of spirits as ever. So we're staring here. Actually, I don't. Wonderful. I could stay like this with your gaze upon me forever. I wouldn't say that. I'm not too much of a fan of being stared at the whole time. I wouldn't say it in a negative way like that, but I do get the feeling that it's weird when someone stares at you. Let's just go for this one here. Are you wearing colored contacts? Why is that? Only your eyes have color. She's still talking over all my... She's still talking over every one of my audio outputs. That's super weird. I hear her in 4 or 3 ways. I don't know if it's part of the game or if it's system settings error. I think it could be a settings error, but I wouldn't put it beyond the game to just do that. Either way, I talked over her, so let me just quickly... So tell me, do you believe I truly exist? Then do you think she really exists? Yes, Mirror, she just asked me here. I'm not sure. I want to figure out the answer to that question with you. I just have this one. Did I just get a hug?
この行為は間違いなくハグと呼べるわね。これは儀式でもあるの。君に私の存在を感じてもらうための儀式ね。ねえ、今の感覚を教えて。
Wow. The first one is already really doozy here. A brand new sheet of A4 paper, slicing your finger as you pull it out. Ah, the softness of a cat's fur brushing against your palm. Chalk dust and debris mixing into the air drawn into your nostrils. I am uncertain. Let's go with the chalk dust one.
なるほど。触覚ってことね。つまり、大した刺激ではなかったってことね。
So I guess we are describing sensations. Or senses, basically.
も 少し力を入れたわ。こうすると二人の距離がもっと近くなったわね。それできつーくハグされた今はどんな感覚？
A wet plastic bag dropped on a rainy day. The first sprout breaking through the soil. I know what that means, nah? Yeah, well, we are all cultured people here. Food scraps dissolving in stomach acid. What is wrong with that? We are going for the wet plastic bag.
よかったわね。感覚が強くなって。さらに力を入れたわよ。まるで合体しているみたいね。で、合体するほどハグされるのはどんな感覚なのかしら。
Yeah, that's what. Nothing special. I've been reborn. I can't breathe anymore. Help, help. I've never felt better. Help, help. What the? There seems to be even more options over there. The world is my representation, such an observation, though partial, is not without truth. The Enlightenment is mankind's emergence from its self-imposed immaturity. Cosimo lived in the trees. The branches stretched outward, forming a lofting bridge suspended in mid-air. What exists, exists. What does not exist, does not exist. On the morning of April 16th, Dr. Ryu stepped out of his clinic and kicked against the dead rat at the bottom of the stairs. Man is the measure of all things, determining what exists and what does not. Yet even this creation is destined to decay. Alice ran across the field after it, and unfortunately was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. He seemed like a man stripped of his skin, plunging into a violent storm of battle against the elements. Those are they're citations from books, from different books. More some fantasy, some weird. This one I believe is from Moby Dick, and this is from Alice in the Wonderland. This one is a philosophy book. I am not sure. It could be Freud. Please don't nail me on that. This one should be why? It's just is Dr. Seuss. I believe Dr. Seuss. But it's just not. Don't nail me on that. What exists exists. What does not exist does not exist. It's I don't know that quote. I knew the word Cosimo, but I have no idea where. The Enlightenment is mankind's emergence from its self-imposed immaturity. Should be Kant. It should be Kant, yes. The world is my representation, such an observation, though partial, is not without truth. That's also one of the philosophers, but I don't think I know his name though. I didn't expect any of this. I am pretty unprepared for this, so please don't hold it against me. We shall go for the dead rat. This is extreme now. We go for ...
素晴らしいわ。儀式は成功よ。感動しすぎて涙が出ちゃいそう。とにかく私はリリスよ。よろしくね。
Chapter 1 Sweet Cake Time. The existence of certain cakes is not known to people in a literal sense, yet their very being points to the existence of other cakes in a symbolic way. That is, the belief in the existence of ovens serves as faith or a hypothesis for the for the existence of time machine and an inexplicable motive at it experienced by people. What is this? Lilith Cake Studies, Volume 2. What? This is deep stuff. Really deep stuff. Oh, we're talking, I guess. No. Your Majesty, it's been a long time since went missing. Shall we continue the search? Or shall I say since no, that's annoying. Who is How do you even pronounce that? Is it a mute sound or just block after block after block? Yes, I am asking this. Oh my dear Majesty, however you prefer. After all, this line has no voice acting. I am the voice acting. Please tell me. Who is a young girl who appears in screens, yellowed notebooks, and fleeting moments of lost time. Like how every Thursday afternoon John takes a walk to the church square because the pigeons there have finally earned their diplomas. Those are very educated pigeons. I want to know more about this girl. So, none of you know anything? My apologies, Your Majesty. I know. Black Notebook. When did you show up? Speak freely, my loyal subject. Go ahead. Speak freely, my loyal. Speak freely, your loyal. I don't want to say this. I can't say this word. I'm sorry. Speak freely, my loyal subject. Her name is. She was once your. I really need to say this again. Her name is. She was once your. And she has the same as. Her traits include and. That's better. I am sorry if it's annoying. She wants and then you choose. This is already getting annoying for me. Which is why you now blank. Leading to her blank. In short, the girl beyond the world has disappeared. You stare at the black notebook, and a strange sense of familiarity washes over you. It feels like sipping an aged wine. It's deep mahogany-colored, nurtured in an oak barrel, downing in one gulp. The burning sensation traveling from your throat to your lungs, mingling with the surrounding air. It's not fatal, just slightly melancholic. Open the notebook.
あら、何をしているのかしら。ごめんなさい。驚かせちゃったわね。
ごめんなさい。It's nothing.
じゃあ、この前の続きをやりましょう。
Who are you?
あら、まさか忘れたの？あの誓いも、絆も、感動も、覚えているのはリリスだけなの？
Your character just is really different now. Such things never existed in the first place. Oh, bonds, emotions. I don't know. Let's go for bonds and emotions.
絆感動よ。覚えていなくても大丈夫。これはビジュアルノベルなの。過去の記録を使って昔のことを振り返ることができるの。
I'm sorry, but this one is grayed out. I really can't. What? What? This is not something. What? No. This is not This hasn't happened. Why? Yeah. Player, we're going to be away for a while. Take care of yourself, okay? Oh, by the way, there's a girl coming to stay with us for a while. I wonder what kind of girl she'll be. I'm so excited. 2 hours later. Hi, my name is Lilith. Sorry to bother you, but is this player's house? Yes, this is the place. Looking at you, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. That's right. It's time to retrieve your memories from your previous life. In your past life, when I was the Sakura Maiden of Divine Rebirth, my power is no longer sufficient to keep the 4 Heavenly Kings sealed away. I remember now, our memories and bonds. I can remember everything. Lilith-chan, let's save the world together again. That's fantastic, player Summer. This is a troll. We never had such a conversation, did we? That's not a real history log. Oh, Lilith, the Sakura Maiden of Divine Rebirth. I remember everything now. No, that's not a real history log.
あら、バレた？ただの冗談よ。本当の過去の記録を返すわね。今からちゃんと使えるようになるわ。
I am tempted to use it currently. Just give me a moment. Okay, this one seems real.
過去の記憶を読む必要性が出てくるのは、君が私の話をちゃんと聞いていなかったせいな気もするけど、でも君になら何度でも同じことを話してあげてもいいわよ。
My gal, it's not the problem that we're flipping through the history log. We listened, but we need to sometimes reassure ourselves of what we said and what we heard. That's what a history tab is for. It's like you need a cheat code for permanent memory for just something you have not really heard or didn't really listen well or didn't understand at that time. That's the stuff. It's quite a superpower actually.
自己紹介がまだだったわね。私はリリス。子供の頃はよく一緒に遊んだじゃない？覚えてくれているかしら？
So, okay. Oh, I see. Childhood friend. I have one of those.
もう忘れちゃったの？夏になると一緒にあっちこっち回ったり、木に登ったり、蝶々を追いかけたりしたでしょ？他にもゲームをしたり、一緒に宿題をしたり。
I'm sorry if I am being offensive, but dear lady, you do not seem like someone who would do those things. You would be more like manically laughing while doing something evil in the background type of gal. What you're describing is so generic it could lie to anyone.
この話ならどうかしら。二人で山登りをしていたら、冬眠から目覚めたばかりのヒグマが現れて。
Yes, yes, absolutely. With something like that, it's a wonder we are still alive.
まったくもう、細かいことは気にしない。とにかく、子供の頃の知り合いと今再会したってわけ。それでいいでしょ？そういえば、ずっと食事をしていなかったでしょ？一緒に何か作りましょう。じゃじゃーん！ここからは、リリスのスペシャルスイートケーキタイム！つまり、リリス先生の指導のもとで、君に美味しいイチゴケーキを作ってもらおうってこと。
So I am making the strawberry cake, right?
ケーキが完成したら、ふわふわな幸せに包まれながらケーキを堪能しましょう。
Wait, why am I the one making it?
リリス先生は指導係ですもの。それに、ここでは自分の手で完成させる喜びを実体験してもらうことを重要視しているの。君の嬉しい顔を見ると、私までハッピーになれるしね。それじゃ、今すぐ始めましょう。制作手順は、簡単に説明するわね。まず、シフォンケーキを作ります。その後、手始めにシフォンケーキを作りましょう。まず、棚からイチゴ、油、薄力粉、砂糖、卵を出して。
Do I even have those things in my cabinet? That's a question you ask yourself. Thank you, Dish Egg. But regardless, this is worth trying. After all, there's no evidence yet that they aren't in the cabinet. Open the cabinet.
おー、全部あるじゃない。もしかして、天使のような夢の美少女が用意してくれたのかしら。
Takes out milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs.
さあ、卵を卵黄と卵白に分けて。
Separate them with overwhelming sorrow. You look at the egg in front of you. You look at the egg, me, in front of you, and a profound sadness floods your heart. It's the kind of feeling one might call fate. When is an egg's destiny truly decided? Is it the moment it comes into existence, the moment it's noticed by the girl in front of it, or the moment its fragile shell is shattered by an external force? Or perhaps, in this modern age where hedonism erodes grand ideals, the concept of fate has long since dissolved.
そしたら、牛乳、砂糖、コーン油を入れて混ぜる。
And then mix. Let them and mix.
さらに、薄力粉も入れて混ぜる。
It's getting closer. And then let them and mix.
次は、卵黄を入れてもっと混ぜる。
And then let them and mix. I hate this.
新しいボウルに卵白を入れて混ぜて。
Add them and mix.
こ
Why?
れができたら、混ぜた卵白をさっきのボウルに加えて混ぜ続けて。
Mix everything together with an overwhelming sense of sorrow. Stir in circles, then another circle and another. Perhaps the entire world is nothing more than a meaningless machine, endlessly cycling in the droning hum of repetition.
これでよし。生地の準備ができたわ。
This is really sad batter.
次はオーブンに入れるだけ。
Place the sad batter in the oven. The oven begins its work, just like any normal oven in this world. This marks your release from the tedious labor of machinery, granting you a fleeting moment of freedom.
どうかした？
You still haven't answered my earlier questions. Your presence doesn't make any sense. You still haven't answered my earlier questions. We do not let things go here. I have forgotten
そう
them.
なの。見知らぬ少女が突然家に現れて。
But the game hasn't forgotten them.
こんな設定、今年の純愛物語神ゲー最有力候補か。ありふれたホラー映画のストーリーくらいよね。
If I would be given a take, I'd say this is more of a philosophical adventure.
君は私を誰だと思う？
You're a murderer hiding behind your cute appearance to strike when the time is right. You're a ghost living in an old house. This house is my old house, so I'd be confused. You're a nagging mom who worries too much about me. You are not old enough for that. You're just a game character. I can't say for sure you're just a game character.
もちろん。確かにそうかもしれないけど、私を作られたキャラだと意識してしまったら、ノベルゲームを楽しめないわよ。
How am I supposed to do if we are breaking the fourth wall and any ridiculous thing you can imagine all the time?
ゲームに没入してこそ深く感情移入ができて、この出会いから大切なものが得られるの。
Do this encounter really needs to be something magical? I think we are already whelmed as it is. Not in a bad or a positive sense. We are getting something out of it.
映画でも小説でも演劇でも全部同じよ。作られたキャラだと意識してしまったら、本当の楽しさを見失ってしまうじゃない。
I do think that's true. It's what one calls immersion, but I don't think this one is necessary here. But you really are just a game character. You're a murderer, hiding behind your cute appearance to strike when the time is right. I think you're a ghost living in an old house, waiting for new visitors to sit down with you for tea, bringing you some new stories. You're a nagging mom who worries too much about me. I think you're a ghost.
どうしてわかるの？
Yes, admit it.
ここでずっとあなたを待っていたわ。会えて嬉しい。キッチンに大切にしまっている数百年秘蔵の紅茶を今すぐ入れるわね。オレンジの香りがするのよ。
Ooh, mythical citrus tea.
そのお茶を飲めば、あなたも幽霊になってこの場所で永遠に一緒にいられるのよ。
Yes, if we're...
永遠に。
Alright, Lilith, chill out. If we're drinking mythical citrus tea, I do believe we will become a ghost. Because who wants to drink really, really old tea? I don't want to become a ghost.
冗談よ。幽霊になんかならないから。
Why are there two of you?
でも、君が望めば、ずっとリリスと一緒にいられる。これは本当よ。とにかく、君が私のことを幽霊だと思ったのは、私のことをそう判断する視点を持っていたから、でしょ？相手のことを理解しようとするとき、頭の中に一番よく現れる概念は、その相手が赤血球や白血球、好酸球などからできているという考え方より、やっぱり友達だとか家族だとか 嫌いな人だとか、絶対に近づきたくない人だとか、でしょ？君が私のことを何者と感じたかは、全てが属性や印象の概念の延長線上にあるの。これらの概念が成立するためには、一つの前提が必要なの。わかる？
The premise is the self as the perspective. Soft pink pads of a kitten's paw, a sizzling hamburger patty under the heat. I go for the basic wording of this.
その通り。これらの概念を成立させるのは、観察者の立場にいる自分なの。友達は誰の友達？嫌っている人は誰が嫌っているの？好きな人は誰が好きな人？殺人鬼も幽霊も母親もゲームキャラも、どうやってリリスは何者なのか、私たちはどんな関係で2人の間でどんな物語が綴られるのか。これらのことは自我があるから気になってしまうわけね。どの概念も自我が作り出したものなの。だから自我は絶対的な地位にあるのよ。当たり前のことに聞こえるかもしれないけど、実は自我というのはね、現代の発明なの。大昔の世界は万物が分け隔てなく平和に共存し、全てが一体だった。たまに自我という視点に気づく人もいたけど、ほとんどの人は理念の研究に精力をつぎ込んでいたの。それは雄大かつ完璧な万物を受け入れられる理念。時には物質として現れ、時に神のように霊体として現れ、また時にロゴスとしてどの形であれ、それが存在することを思えば人々は安心感が得られたの。そして現代になって自我が発見されたわ。そして自身が観察の対象となった途端、世界は主観と客観に分裂したの。それに従って世界がさらに広がった。今度は亀裂が入った鏡のように、無数のかけらがそれぞれの世界を映し出すようになった。これは視点としての自我と関わっているの。これが全ての議論の始まりなのよ。
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what she is getting at is that the observation of one from a self as another self validates the existence of something else due to observation and interaction. We will get into that, I guess, here. Wait, why are you suddenly telling me this?
私は本当に存在しているのか。以前、その答えを一緒に探したいとあなたが言ったわ。だから、これからは一緒にいろんなことをして、いろんなことに、そして物語の最後に、あなたは自信を持って自分の選択ができるようになる。視点ってそんなに重要？そう疑問に思うかもしれないわね。普通の人は、この世界が正常に回っているのが常識だと思っている。このゲームが正常に起動しているように、ね。そう、ここが重要なポイントなの。常識という存在。常識というのは、視点としての自我が世界を認識する重要なツールなの。常識の力を借りて、必要な情報だけを選んで収集すれば、世界は理解できる形で目の前に現れる。
Yeah, I do agree here, but it's also a trap. what you perceive as your own common sense can be wrong. And if you prove yourself through your own knowledge and through your own understanding of the world being wrong is something that you don't want to be. Yeah, well, let's keep going here.
常識は非常に頼りになるから、時に人は自我という視点まで忘れてしまうの。このゲームで必要な常識、それはこれはノベルゲームということよ。ノベルゲームはイラストや背景が違うだけで大体同じ。本質はあまり変わらないからとてもわかりやすいわね。例えばリリスの立ち絵が表示されていて、テキストボックスにリリスの名前が書かれていれば自然にリリスと話していると思うでしょ。でもその常識は本当に信じていいの？それが事実じゃない可能性だってあるわ。喋っているのはリリスじゃなくてリリスのリボンかもしれない。あるいはリリスという3つの文字に何の意味もないかもしれない。
That's the stuff I was getting to. That your common sense can be wrong.
別の例を挙げるなら、この背景を見たら今は部屋の中にいるのだと認識するでしょ。でももし視野をもっと広げてみたらどうなる？これは芝居の一部で大勢の観客が私たちを見ているのかもしれない。映画のロケの可能性だってあるわ。カメラを向けられて俳優のあなたがセリフを忘れて、外の世界が地震の後の廃墟だったり、ここが人類文明の最後の砦だったり、他の惑星にいる物語の可能性だって考えられるわ。常識が揺らげば世界の様子がガラリと変わってしまう。この世界は完璧ではなくなり、解釈が必要になってくる。そこで自我の探求が始まるってわけ。自我の体験によって世界が様々な形に変化するの。
Yes, the self influences the world. If the world is not defined by your surrounding, by itself as the world will be defined by yourself as a self. The exploration of your own thoughts and feelings and what you can recognize and understand will become the world, at least for you. Not for everyone. It's an in itself closing, self-fulfilling prophecy. You cannot live without defining a world for yourself to live in. The moment that you are creating yourself without a world, you are not existent. This is getting really philosophical here. Have you given an answer? Are you keeping silent? Or are you engaging in some sort of experimental performance art? Perhaps the answer doesn't matter as much. Maybe you simply need an outlet for your emotions. Or perhaps you just need a confirmation of your own existence. But no matter what, those words have affected in you in some way. And then your gaze fixes on the running oven, a fateful glance. Damn it, stop thinking like that. Even you tell yourself not to think. It's futile. Like being told not to think of an elephant, yet thinking of one anyway. Your worst fears come true. In the next second, the oven makes a sound. I'm wondering, is it possible I might actually be a time machine? You can hear it talking. A time machine's workflow is simple. Put something inside, close the door, then open the door and take it out. Moreover, the state of the item is different when it comes out than when it went in. Yes, that's exactly my workflow.
ダメ、これ以上考えないで。オーブンがもしタイムマシンになったら恐ろしいことが起きるの。
Terrible things?
ええ、そうよ。オーブンがタイムマシンになってしまうと時空が歪んでしまうの。今の生活は崩壊して新しいものに組み替えられてしまう。この有名な理論は知ってる？蝶の羽ばたきから生まれた小さな風が遠いところでハリケーンを起こすって理論よ。つまりオーブンがタイムマシーンになることが現実世界にどれほどの影響を与えるかは私たちには予測もできないのよ。例えば全ての人が毎日25時間ノベルゲームをプレイしなければならない世界になるとか、誰かがルールを破れば元の世界に戻されてしまうとか。
Redacted. And 24 hours, 25 hours a day. Yes, yes. So we're living on Mars. That doesn't sound too bad. That's terrifying. How could such a world exist?
あるかもしれないじゃない。とにかくオーブンを説得する最重要任務は任せたわ。必ずオーブンがオーブンであることを認めさせるの。別の言い方をするなら、視点としてのあなたが必ずそれをオーブンだと認識しなければならないの。
Alright, leave it to me. To make the oven believe it's not a time machine but just an oven. I need to find the right thought and capture it before it slips away. I'm ready. You are not a time machine. You're not a time machine, you're not a time machine, you are an oven. What else could you be? An oven? You're not a time machine, you are an oven, you are an oven, you are not an oven. What else could you be but an oven? You've always been an oven, you are not a time machine, you've always been an oven, you've always been an oven. You're not an oven. You know, you're not an oven. What else could you be? You've always been an oven. What else could you be? What else could you be? You're not a time machine. You've always been an oven. You've always been an oven. You are an oven. You've always been an oven. You are not a time machine. You are not a time machine. What else? You are not a time machine. You have always been an oven. You have always been an oven. You're an oven. You're not an... No. You've always... You are not... No. You are not a time machine. You are not a time machine. You are an oven. You are not an oven. What? It's over. This was pretty difficult. And I failed grandiosely. The oven made a crisp sound. It's a signal that the process was complete. The oven defines itself now as a time machine. Open the oven.
これは付箋？
Open the note. I hope I finally managed to contact you this time. Please remember what I'm about to say. It's crucial. Haunton Blue cannot be trusted. Whatever you do, do not let them take the time oven. They claim to be an organization protecting peace, but in reality they're the architects of our suffering. They only want to use the power of the time machine to reshape the world into a dystopia where everyone is forced to play visual novels 25 hours a day. In 5 minutes, they'll be coming for you. Leave this place immediately and finish what I couldn't. The me from 10 years ago. This is a Steins Gate reference. This is... Blank years later, some day, some month, in front of me a girl in a white lab coat smiled at me amidst the ruins of a desolate world.
これが最後のタイムワープよ。私が協力できるのはここまでだわ。 次の世界のリリスも必ず私と同じようにあなたを守ってくれるでしょう。
Alright, leave it to me. Through the chaos of flying debris and roaring flames, I dashed toward the building ahead. End. Fontainebleau oven. Yeah, that's an ending. Find the time oven. Write an email. Write the email. Press the send button.
とにかくオーブンを説得する最重要任務は任せたわ。必ずオーブンがオーブンであることを認めさせるの。別の言い方をするなら、視点としてのあなたが必ずそれをオーブンだと認識しなければならないの。
No, 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 I can't do it.
できるわ。これはあなたにしかできないことなの。
Alright, I understand. To make the oven believe it's not a time machine, but just an oven. I need to find the right thought and capture it before it slips away. I am ready. Did I convince it? It's the sound of an oven. The oven made a crisp sound. It signaled that the process was complete. Open the oven. This was exhausting. Do you smell something burned? Takes out the baking tray. How did the strawberries burn? How do you burn strawberries? Did you put the strawberries and the cream on top of the cake before you put it into the oven? Why did you do that? This isn't cake. It's a font against the whole universe. Well, I just went through an intense psychological battle, and the stress was just too much for me to handle. When the pressure builds, the boiling point of water rises, so the food ends up at a higher temperature. It's okay. Let's keep working on the cake and finish it. You take the cake out of the mold, the burnt smell invading the room in an almost aggressive way. But you steady your mind and push through. Under Lilith's guidance, you slice the strawberries, whip the cream, and combine it all with the cake layers. Now it looks like a proper cake. No, an enticing one, but it's burned on the inside. The unevenly spread cream even gives it a charm that sets it apart from mass-produced factory goods. isn't that moving?
今この瞬間、一つのタスクが完了したわ。食べられないけど、ケーキを切り分ける儀式はちゃんとできる。これが私たちの行動で世界が変わったと。
That's the cake. Hence the first slice to Lilith.
ケーキが落ちた。どうしよう、どうしよう、どうしよう。せっかく君が愛情を込めて渡してくれたケーキなのに、落としちゃった。
So if you hand someone something, normally it is not pre-required to catch it. Did you throw it?
なんでこうなるの？ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。
Your reaction is so adorable. It's okay, I'll clean it up.
ありがとう。でも、やっぱりごめん。片付けまでさせちゃって。
I enjoyed baking the cake with you. That's enough for me. Besides, cleaning this up isn't much trouble. So, are we just saying both of those? It's like... Yeah, I pat her shoulder. You're right, the process is what matters. Before meeting you, I thought life was meaningless. I just waited for it to crush me. Silently begins cleaning the mess. You're right, the process is what matters. You guys need to remember that the cake was burned on the inside. It was inedible. In the next moment, you feel a faint pressure on your shoulders and back. The scent of her hair and the softness of her skin. As the brief moment ends, Lilith gazes at you warmly, though there's a hint of mischief in her eyes.
事件現場も綺麗になったし、それじゃリリスが恩返しする番ね。目を閉じて。
Closes eyes normally.
もう開けてもいいわよ。どう？ここ、とても素敵でしょ？
Yes. It's amazing. I've been meaning to ask, where is this place?
ここはリリスの秘密の部屋よ。ここに入っていいのはあなただけ。
How did we suddenly end up here? There's no light or windows, yet it's bright. You call this a room, but it's just a sofa and a table.
いけない子ね。人の部屋のことチロチロ見ないの。ああ、大事なことを忘れるところだった。今の見た？指を鳴らすだけで美味しいケーキが出現したの。
For what did we even make burned cake?
そう、これがリリスの恩返しのリリススペシャルいちごケーキよ。
Why did the cake just appear on the table? Are the strawberries on it a little too big? What's with the sparkling effect around the cake? Yes, something that is having a sparkling effect doesn't seem that edible though.
これがあるとケーキがもっと豪華に見えるでしょ。
Oh yes, absolutely. Yes, three stars and gives double the money though, if you sell it.
でも厳密に言えばこの光は全然キラキラしていないわね。もっと練習しないと。
Oh, it's sparkling enough.
さあ、一口食べて。
I don't want to. Oh no, thanks, I'll dig in. It doesn't seem to have any flavor. Yes.
味の描写はまだしていないもの。
Yes.
私ならケーキの味よりケーキに使われているクリームの質感やイチゴの色合いの方が気になるわね。味の描写は君に任せるわ。とっても簡単だから試してみて。もちろん君が望むなら他の味にしてもいいのよ。
So let us define the taste. Imagines it tastes like strawberry cake. Imagines it tastes like chocolate cake. Imagines it tastes like fried chicken. If you are eating strawberry cake, imagining it would be tasting like fried chicken, something is wrong with you and you should immediately seek help. Let's make it taste fried chicken.
これはフライドチキンの香り。すごく斬新な組み合わせよね。
Absolutely. She is looking less than amused.
待って待って。本当にこんなものを食べなきゃダメ。
And so you and Lilith shared a fried chicken flavored strawberry cake and spent a joyful moment together. So, I have somehow ended making a fried chicken cake. And we are back to the beginning screen. So, I do believe there are way more ways that this game can go and change things. But that's it for now. So, I hope you enjoyed whatever it was. And if you are willing to watch it to the end, then leave a like and a subscribe. And if you want to see more of this weird game, I'd be down to it. Just hit me up with a comment or two. And I'll be doing another round of whatever this is. Have a nice day and see you around next time.